said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Frogs will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The option look. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option too.
The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Coming up, 4th down.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They'll send the tight end in motion. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Here comes the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And here's the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic, turning it on! He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the Huskers are in the hurry-up. Pulls and fires complete. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. Goes to the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
He'll ride his man on the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now on second down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, TCU. Once he got some room, it was over. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A run for the quarterback. good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to the back. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. On the option. He'll do it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry up. Motion from the back. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense looks as if it's coming. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. He's looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Wants to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Keeps looking downfield. Finds a man on the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, TCU! And the beatdown has ensued. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The way will stand. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Kansas had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans there in Lawrence are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Floating away. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Pulls it and fires to the left. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Quick catch on third down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Now on the option. Finds some fresh air. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Huskers want to move quickly.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the third. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He might want another play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got him downfield. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Runs through a tackle. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The option look. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Calls his own number. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. A designed run for the quarterback. Breaks into the open. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The give as they work on that clock. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. This is a designed run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This quarterback part of their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a Great play by this defense to get the football. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Gonna sling it on second down. Rushes on him. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
That is no good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Flushed out of the pocket. Already find a hole in that secondary. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. He's looking to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Complete downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. With yet another unranked team